Hello everybody, it's Ace and welcome back to another Roblox video. Alright, so in this video, if you can't tell by the title, I am going to be showing you the top 5 Roblox FPS games, in my opinion. Now if there are any games that you think that I left out, or any games that you think I should change the placement on, please go ahead and leave a comment. Also, if you want to join my Discord server, links in the description, along with my Roblox and Linktree. Anyway, enough chit chat, let's get on to the video, shall we?
You are an idiot!
Alright, so in number 5, we have a game called Zone War Strucid. Now obviously, if you can't tell, this game is basically a recreation of Fortnite. Now me personally, the reason I put this in number 5 is because number 1, I'm not very good at Fortnite, as you can tell. And number 2, it just doesn't seem enjoyable to me because I'm just not very good at Battle Royales, nor am I very good at Fortnite in general. Anyways, the reason I decided to still include this on the list is because I know a lot of people like Fortnite, and I know a lot of people are extremely good at Fortnite, so why not include a Fortnite game? Now, some of the upsides are obviously the graphics. I mean, look at this. For a Roblox game, this is pretty impressive, to be honest with y'all. Another upside, which can be considered a downside also, is it uses hit scan aiming, or shooting, or physics. Basically, where you aim is where the bullet is going, no matter if you are 10 feet away or 1,000 feet away. Now, as you can see, I'm obviously not used to that, so I keep just freaking missing all my shots. Either that or I'm just not doing very good today. Anyways, some of the disadvantages, in my opinion, are your DPI is extremely slow. I have to move my mouse across the entire desk, and it is not technically a battle royale like Fortnite. You can sit here and respawn, but I guess that can be fun for newer players who are also trying to get into Fortnite. Anyways, that is our number 5 spot. Alright, and in our number 4 spot, we have a game called Big Paintball. I like this game a lot. It's actually a pretty cool game whenever you think about it. You know, it's not super gory, it's not super graphic, and it's actually really not that hard. So it's actually pretty good for little kids or people who are just starting to get into these types of games. One thing I also really like about this game is, well, obviously it's paintballs, so it's not like you're gonna go around shooting and killing people. Like I just said, that's why I think this is a great game for kids to play. Another thing I like is, well, you don't have to reload. Like you can see right now, I'm just sitting here just spamming the crap out of everybody. And if y'all just saw that right there, that little drone, that's another thing I like about this game. You can place down turrets, drones, and freaking nukes or bombs or whatever the heck they are. Now here's one downside, as you can see, is people can just go into spawn and just immediately kill everybody. And this is one downside of the game that I don't necessarily like, but every single one of these types of games are kind of plagued with that. Anyways, a little bit more disadvantages. Well, obviously, it doesn't have perfect graphics, but I mean, what do you expect from a chill game like this? And if I'm going to be honest, that's really the only downside I can think about this game. I mean, it's fun as hell, and it's actually pretty easy once you get the hang of it. Obviously, you can see I don't have the hang of it quite yet, but oh well. Now, on to the next game. Alright, I know. Y'all are gonna get mad at me because I put Arsenal in the 3rd spot. Now, I'm pretty sure most of y'all probably already know what this game is by now, and if you don't, you've probably been living under a rock. This is Arsenal. Basically like CSGO, but in Roblox. As you can see, I'm actually doing surprisingly well, even though I haven't played this game in a hot minute. Now, the reason I put this in the 3rd place spot is because, well, yeah, it's fun, but in my opinion, it's just not as fun as the next 2 games. Anyways, this is definitely a classic game, and it is a game that I 100% recommend. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the most popular first-person shooter game on Roblox at the moment. Now, one thing I like about this game, just like Big Paintball, is it's not extremely graphic or gory. It doesn't have blood. I mean, yeah, it's got guns and you shoot and kill your enemies, but whenever they die, they just kind of disintegrate. Or if you're special and you have one of those special kill animations, whenever you kill somebody, they might flood up in the air and explode or something like that. Anyways, yes, I know y'all are probably going to be mad at me for putting this in 3rd place, but again, this video is just part of my opinion. Alright, so some upsides of this game. Well, number 1, it's very fast gameplay. That's something that I like. That's why I like CSGO and stuff like this. And you can respawn. That's a really good thing. Now, if you see right there, yeah, this game's a little glitchy sometimes, but not very much. Another thing I like about this game is it's not like most games where it's just got one game mode. This game has so many different game modes. It's got this one, which is Legacy Competitive. This is competitive, although don't really have a rank. You've got Team Deathmatch. You've got like Capture the Flag, I think, Monkey Business. You got so many different game modes. And I think it's actually really fun and very well balanced. because as you can see, I'm not doing very good with this sniper. So there's really trashy guns, like this sniper, and then there's really freaking good guns, like the FAMAS or AUG or something. Anyway, some downsides to this game. I think really the only downside, which isn't necessarily the developer's fault, is probably the amount of hackers in this game. Now, with being basically the most popular FPS on Roblox, there's bound to be so many hackers. But one thing I've noticed is I actually haven't seen that many hackers in this game recently. After the newest update, they've seemed to kind of been cracking down on it. But yeah, I think that's really the only downside that I can figure out about this. Anyways, that's our number 3 spot.
Good shot. You got his head.
Alright, and in the number 2 spot, we have a game that I actually just found out about pretty recently called Bad Business. Now, the reason I put this game in the number 2 spot instead of Arsenal is because, well, this game is basically like Arsenal, but with the physics of Phantom Forces, which is why I chose it over Arsenal. Another reason I chose it over Arsenal is because if you look, you see the graphics and all the animations and the avatars and stuff. Compared to Arsenal, I think this game beats it. And especially with the running animation, it seems like you got the little wind stuff in the background, you got the radar. I think it's a pretty cool game, and I think it definitely deserves the number 2 spot over Arsenal. Some things that I actually really like about this game is, obviously, it's got the physics of Phantom Forces with the shooting and everything. One thing that I also really like is if you paid attention earlier whenever I got killed, you can see that you can lean in this game with Q and E, so it also reminds me of stuff about Rainbow Six. Another part that I like about this game that also ties it in with Phantom Forces is the sliding animation. As you can see, I'm sliding around every now and then. You just press C while sprinting and you can slide around. Now, the reason I compare this to Arsenal and Phantom Forces is because it has the play style of Arsenal with the physics of Phantom Forces. Now, in my opinion, like I said, yeah, I do think this is better than Arsenal just because it's more fun and it feels a lot better, in my opinion. It's like it takes the best from Phantom Forces and the best from Arsenal and kind of mixes it together. But in the end, you're the one that's playing. Anyways, that is our number 2 spot. Let's move on to number 1. And now, for our number 1 spot. Alright, so this game is probably my favorite game of all time. Just ignore all the animations and me not being able to... What game is this? Okay, not gonna lie, these sounds actually sound pretty sick. And the guns are actually pretty cool looking. But I got y'all. This is not our number 1 spot. Alright, the moment you have all been waiting for. Phantom Forces. Now, I'm willing to bet money y'all probably knew I was going to choose this as my first game, but number 1, I've been playing this game for years. I love this game. It is by far the most realistic shooter on Roblox that I have seen at this point, and it's my favorite. So let's just get straight into it. Some things I love about this game. The amount of freaking guns that you can choose from each category is crazy. The amount of grenades that you have, the amount of weapons that you can use. You can use one-handed blunts, two-handed blunts, knives. I think there's even a freaking little Nerf gun that you can use. Another thing I also like is the amount of attachments. As you can see, I'm using the Honey Badger with my little gun skin. You see that little thing that looks like ESP? Yeah, that's not ESP. That's the little phone called a ballistics tracker, and I love it because it tells you where to shoot in order to get a headshot. And I don't necessarily use it so I know where to get a headshot. I use it so that basically for ESP, you can tell where they are. Now, let's see. What are the pros of this game? Alright, for starters, the gun models. Like, look at that. It looks so nice. I mean, the graphics might not be the best, but look at the gun models. I think compared to any game, besides probably Bad Business or maybe Arsenal, these have by far the best looking guns. I know this game has by far the best customizability, but yeah, another thing I like about this game is it's got actual realistic bullet drop and realistic aiming along with realistic randomized recoil. So yeah. Anyways, I don't even think there's enough time for me to talk about all the pros. I mean, this game's great, it's really fun, you can respawn, it's fast paced, the game models are great, the player base is great, although a little toxic at times. But yeah, I guess it's time to go over the cons. There's really not that many. Again, because this is one of the more popular games on Roblox, there's going to be a lot of hackers, which it's gonna happen on any game, but oh well. Another con is, as you can see right here, the death cam is like a whole 5 seconds. I wish that there was an option to skip that, but sadly you can't. I think that's really the only con I have about this game. That's why I chose it to be first place. Now remember y'all, this video is just completely my opinion. If you have anything else that you'd like to add, or maybe you think this shouldn't be first place, go ahead, leave a comment. And while you're at it, go down there, subscribe, like. I'm so close to hitting 2,000 subs. Anyways, thank you all so much for joining me. I hope that y'all have a great rest of y'all's day, and I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. Also, if you'd like to join my Discord, where I do my giveaways for Please Donate and Pet Simulator X, links also down in the description, along with my Roblox group and my merch. Anyways, again, I hope that y'all have a great rest of y'all's day, and I will see y'all later. Goodbye.